Welcome back to the adventures of The Witcher 3. Last time we embarked on Geralt's journey to find Yennefer and Ciri while braving the war-torn lands of White Orchard. We took on a terrifying griffin, tracked its movements, set a clever trap, and roasted the beast in a thrilling fight. From there, Geralt reunited with Yennefer, who led him to the royal halls of Vecima. We learned from Emperor Emhyr that Ciri has returned and is being hunted by the relentless Wild Hunt. Yennefer suggested seeking out Hendrik in Velen for vital information about Ciri's trail, setting us on the next leg of our journey. Our story ended as Geralt reached an inn in Velen, clashing with some local thugs and gathering clues about Hendrik's whereabouts. Now, the hunt for Ciri continues as we delve deeper into the chaos of Velen, facing new dangers and unraveling more of the mysteries surrounding her fate. Ready your swords? Let's dive back in. After gathering information about Hendrik from the innkeep, Geralt sets off for Hendrik's residence. Upon arriving, he encounters a group of wild dogs attacking a man and quickly steps in to save him. The man, shaken and incoherent from shock, reveals that wild hunt riders had descended on Hendrik's village days earlier, torturing him and burning everything to the ground. While investigating Hendrik's home, Geralt discovers a ledger where Hendrik meticulously recorded his findings. From it, Geralt learns that Ciri was seen with a local warlord known as the Bloody Baron and had also clashed with a witch in the nearby woods. To uncover more about Ciri's trail, Geralt sets his sights on the Baron. As soon as Geralt meets the Bloody Baron, the man immediately recognizes him and reveals he knows why Geralt is there. When Geralt asks about Ciri, the Baron shares part of the story, explaining how Ciri ended up in his care. However, he withholds the rest of the tale, insisting Geralt must first do something for him. The Baron reveals that his wife Anna and daughter Tamara are missing, and tasks Geralt with finding them in exchange for the rest of the information about Ciri. Agreeing to help, Geralt begins his investigation by searching their rooms. There, he discovers an amulet meant to protect Anna, crafted by a local herbalist known as the Peller. Following this lead, Geralt visits the Peller, who offers to help, on one peculiar condition. Geralt must find his beloved princess. The catch? Princess is his goat. And so the hunt begins, not for a monster or a lead, but for Lionel Messi, the Peller's elusive goat.
Are you serious, man?
While searching for the Peller's goat, Princess, I couldn't help but wonder if this was truly the life of a witcher. Chasing down monsters? Sure. Breaking curses? Absolutely. But a goat? As I rang the bell the Peller gave me, calling out, "Here, Princess!" I felt my dignity slowly slipping away. After some wandering, I finally found her, calmly munching on some grass like she had no care in the world. Just as I started leading her back, a bear showed up, roaring and charging at us.
Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
While I battled the beast in a flurry of claws and steel, Princess seemed completely unbothered, happily nibbling nearby. Once the bear was defeated, we resumed our royal escort mission, with me covered in dirt and sweat, while Princess pranced along like she owned the forest. Just another day in the life of a witcher. After some daddy-daughter bonding time with the goat, the Peller finally decided to take things up a notch. He looked at me and said, "Now bring me blood of a living creature." "I'm glad you're here, my dear. I couldn't bear to go searching for you again." Reluctantly, I found a rat. The old man began his ritual by spreading of goat milk and rat blood, muttering something under his breath. Just as things were starting to feel less bizarre, the atmosphere changed dramatically. An omen possessed the Peller. His voice became guttural and distorted as the spirit spoke of blood, a child's blood, before vanishing as suddenly as it arrived. When the Peller regained himself, he explained Anna had been with child, but the baby had not been born. Peller revealed that the unborn child had turned into a botchling. a cursed creature born from the improper burial of an unwanted or miscarried child. Botchlings are small humanoid monsters with deformed features, known to feed on the blood of pregnant women. Despite their terrifying nature, they retain a connection to their family and can be transformed into a lubberkin through a proper ritual, turning their curse into a guiding force. Lubberkin, a benevolent creature tied to its family, capable of revealing secrets and guiding us to answers. To create a lubberkin, the remains of the unborn child must be buried beneath the family's home with a proper ritual. With this new information, I prepared myself for what was sure to be another bizarre chapter in this unfolding mystery. When I arrived at the Baron's castle to question him, chaos greeted me. A massive fire had broken out in the stables. One of the soldiers, panic-stricken, begged me to save his brother, who was trapped inside with the horses. Of course, being the good witcher that I am, I rushed in without hesitation. After a harrowing rescue, we made it out just in time, coughing through the smoke. I found the Baron waiting for me, cracking jokes as if nothing had happened. That's when I confronted him, revealing what I'd learned about Anna's miscarriage and the fact that he'd beaten her. His jovial demeanor evaporated instantly, anger flashing in his eyes. He lunged at me like a raging bear. Seriously? Bro, I'm Geralt of Rivia. You think you're gonna box me and walk away? After the fight with the Baron, we headed to his room for a calmer conversation. Humbled and visibly shaken, he opened up about everything. His tumultuous relationship with Anna, the arguments, and the tragic events that followed. He admitted to his mistakes, his drinking, and the violence that had driven a wedge between them. But his voice wavered as he recounted Anna's miscarriage and the grief that had haunted them since. He promised to take me to the child's grave, but he begged me not to kill the botchling. Instead, he asked me to try and transform it into a lubberkin, believing it might bring some semblance of peace and even help us find Anna. We decided to wait until nightfall for the ritual, knowing that it was the only way to confront the botchling and its lingering spirit. With heavy hearts, we prepared for what lay ahead. At midnight, we set out on our mission to rescue the botchling and transform it into a lubberkin. The Baron led me to the grave where the botchling lay. Geralt instructed him to pick it up and carry it to the castle for a proper burial. As we made our way there, a few wraiths attempted to block our path, but Geralt, ever the expert swordsman, sliced through them effortlessly. After burying the botchling, Geralt told the Baron to go inside the castle.
Out of the question. By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea.
Moments later, the lubberkin emerged from the grave, leading me through several locations where I uncovered crucial information about Anna and Tamara. Eventually, the lubberkin led me to a small, secluded house where I encountered a group of locals. They were wary at first, but eventually opened up, sharing what little they knew about Anna and her daughter. Through their fragmented accounts, I pieced together the tragic story of Anna's disappearance and the pain that haunted the Baron. One of the locals mentioned that Tamara, Anna's daughter, is in Novigrad with his brother. After gathering all the information I could, I knew that my next stop had to be Novigrad. With a heavy heart, I set off toward the city, hoping to finally track down Tamara and learn more about the fate of Anna. Geralt finally met Tamara in Novigrad, where she revealed the painful story of her past. She told him how her father, the Baron, had been a harsh and abusive man. She recounted how her mother, Anna, had suffered greatly under his rule, and how, eventually, Tamara had fled to escape the violence. She had made a new life for herself in the city, becoming involved with the Eternal Fire Priests, a group she had come to see as her new family.
Fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity, stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples.
Me too, Geralt. Me too. Despite her father's desperate pleas, Tamara was adamant. She had no interest in returning to him. Her focus was now solely on finding her mother.
Mio.
With this new information, Geralt made his way back to the Baron. He relayed Tamara's words and the truth about their fractured relationship. In return, as promised, the Baron shared more about Ciri's journey. He spoke of a dangerous encounter with a basilisk, where they had fought for their lives. But the Baron hinted that the rest of the story would only come out once Geralt found his wife Anna. It was clear that more would be revealed once the mystery of Anna's whereabouts was resolved. Now, with that task ahead, Geralt knew the path to discovering Ciri's fate was tangled with the Baron's tragic past. Today, we dive deeper into the tragic story of the Bloody Baron, uncovering more about his past and the haunting consequences of his actions. From the tragic botchling to Tamara's refusal to return to her father, it's clear that Geralt's journey is never straightforward. With the Baron's story still unfinished and more secrets to uncover, we're only scratching the surface of the mystery surrounding Ciri. I'm excited to see where this path leads next, especially with the wild hunt hot on her trail. Stay tuned for more. The adventure is far from over.